postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Six to 3, the final score today. The Cincinnati Reds jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Dylan Bundy gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 17 men on base. For Philadelphia, 3 runs.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's Game 2 of the NLDS between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Cincinnati Reds. Game 2 of the NL Division Series is next. Anthony DeSclafani will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well...
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Second baseman,
The 1-2.
Cesar Hernandez.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Scott Kingery.
Shortstop, number 4.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Adams is going to get there. And he makes the catch.
Batting 5th, center fielder.
Arrieta into the windup. First pitch on the way. Swung on and driven to right. And no doubt about it. Way up into the moon deck and out of here.
Well,
He was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Zach Adams. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw right down the middle of the plate.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
The 0-2 delivery. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
Leading off for the Phillies, 4.
Now a flare out to left center. Peraza onto the grass. 1 away. And in steps Scott Kingery. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Chasing after it is Bradley. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Zach Adams will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ballgame. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. This one is launched. Look at this. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game. And it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
Stepping into the box, Zach Adams. Already a pair of long balls on his line in this one, so we'll see what else he has in store here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Popped him up. Kingery moving to his left. And that's the third out. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Cesar Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Peraza is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Wow, you don't see it better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to salt this game away for his guys.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game. Time for baseball on MLB Network from Citizens Bank Park in the city of brotherly love. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And a moment now to glance at the Reds line.
Batting sixth, center fielder, Zach Adams.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Herrera's there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Zach Adams. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone up into the second deck. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, his 5th so far in this series, and it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
Now that one is definitely worth looking at again with our show track technology. It had plenty of distance to get out of the park, and you can see why when it's hit at 115 miles an hour. That's not something you see every day.
Zach Adams will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Mata going back on it. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam, his 2nd of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. Now in the box, Zach Adams.
Center fielder, Zach Adams.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is pulled into right. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. The 0-1 swing, and he pops him up. This should do it, and the Reds are moving on. They've got a date in the National League Championship Series.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Well, they were setting him up for him, and he was knocking him down all game long, and he came through on more than one occasion and wound up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our hard-working crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the National League Division Series.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's Game 1 of the National League Championship Series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Cincinnati Reds. Game 1 of the National. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Batting fifth, center fielder, Zach.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way out in front. Line towards center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. Well, sometimes you see diving catches that happen because of a bad route, but that certainly wasn't the case here. That's an exceptional route. Stepping up now, Tim Beckham. He drew a walk his first time up. The 2-2.
Beckham.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Adams moving in. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Popped into the air, back behind second. Haley is there, and he's got it for the first out. So stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 2-2. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Peraza backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Leading off for the Reds.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is pulled into right. And the Reds have their first hit of the game. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And they'll run him down and tag him for the out. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chasing after it is Bradley. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Around second. Long throw to third. And he'll get in there safely.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him.
Now at the plate, Zach Adams. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone! Striding in to start the 9th, Zach Adams. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how. Man, that's what you would call an efficient outing. 1 pitch, and he gets the save. He doesn't get paid by the pitch, so he just figured he'd end it quickly and hit the showers. Good call.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here.
An off-season check-in from a player's agent. This representative wants his client well informed on important matters. New to the majors, this player is offered schooling on the structure of his contract. The agent moves on from that topic. It seems the player is contemplating a change of scene.